Good evening, Ricardo.
Hello, hello. How are you? Good?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yeah, we've been doing a new series where we've been chatting to the players and talking about their most memorable games in a Leicester City shirt. You're next up on the list, and the first one you've picked, your very first one, which was your debut at Old Trafford, of course.
Of course, first game for Leicester, first game at the Premier League in a nice stadium like is Old Trafford. So I picked that one. Unfortunately, we didn't have a good result, even if we played well that game. But it was a game that will keep on my mind from one of the special ones.
What was that moment like when you first stepped out and you were playing in the Premier League? And did you notice a difference in the leagues? You always hear about players when they come over from other leagues in Europe, they say that the intensity and speed is a lot different.
Yeah, I remember even before the game, the tunnel of Old Trafford is on the side. I remember seeing like on TV, on video games. So it was already special there, but then you see the ambience, the noise on the stadium. You see something different than I was used to, for sure.
And you got an assist at the
Yeah,
end of the game.
it didn't count as an assist, but almost. Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, it was near the end, so we didn't have much time after that. But like I said, it was a special game. It's a game that I will keep in memory.
It's an assist that the fantasy football players, they claimed it as an assist. Did you?
Really? Oh,
yes.
that's good.
So it said you had an assist next to your name.
So that's good. One more.
And the fantasy football players were very happy. A couple months later, we've picked out the next game. It was your first goal against Everton. Unfortunately, it was another defeat, but a very important moment for you in front of the King Power Stadium fans.
Yeah, of course. First of all, it's always special. In my birthday, so it was funny because of that. I scored on my birthday. Unfortunately, the games I chose, we lost both, but I remember being very happy with my goal and helping the team because we were losing and then I draw the game. So it's a special game for me too.
And it was a fantastic goal as well, I think, remembered by all the Leicester fans, particularly. You were on the left-hand side, weren't you? And then cut in on your right and then cut back to your left. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good goal. And a thing that I do a lot, it's pushing for the left foot. So it was good, for sure.
Did you know when you were running, because the defender probably thought you were going to shoot with your stronger right foot and then you cut in on your left?
Because when I come inside, it was very close to the ball. I think if he went right or a little bit before, he could get the ball. But when, like I see, he was close to me, I tried to fake that I was shooting and I push. So I take him out of the way, so it was easier to score.
So that was a goal, but unfortunately it ended in defeat. Yeah. But the next game we've picked, you scored a goal which turned out to be the winner. It was Boxing Day against Manchester City, and what a fantastic game and day that was.
Yeah, of course. It was my first Boxing Day, a game against the champions, City. So it was a special game apart from the goal, and winning the game with this. My second goal of the season, it was even better. I had my mom and my nephew there, so even better. And we were in a good moment at the time, so it was very good and important.
And another fantastic goal. Different to the Everton goal, but still very, very good.
A little bit more power in the shoot, so outside the box, it was one of my best goals for sure.
And that moment when it went in, the whole stadium was... erupted, didn't it?
Everyone jumped. I jumped. I wanted to run, and it was a happiness moment.
The next game you've picked out was away from King Power Stadium. It was at Burnley. An interesting one, this one, that you have picked out. Was it because of the team effort, obviously going down to 10 men, but winning the game so late?
Yeah, of course. It's a game that Aries take a red card, I don't know, first 5 minutes, something like that. So... playing the whole game with 10 players, and was not a game that we had the ball or we had a lot of chances, but it was a game that we stick together and we believed until the end, and near the end Wes scored a goal, and it was a special game with all the effort we had in that game to win in the end, it was a game that I keep in memory. You see the character of the team.
Can you remember what the mood and the feeling was like in the dressing room after that game? Because it was not long after Brendan Rodgers had taken charge of Leicester,
Yeah.
and you'd got this fantastic win so late on.
Yeah, it's a different win that the wins where you play very well and you have a lot of chances and you win like 2 or 3-0. Of course, you are happy when you win 2 or 3-0, but it was a different win when you feel it's a small details that make the difference, and you believe in, you stick together, you beat together, and you work not only for you, but you do the work for your teammate if he needs. So it's a game important for me, and that you can see the power and the strength of the team.
And a terrific moment for Wes, of course, as well, with the goal later on.
Running with him, I remember Johnny. I think in the photos you think it's Johnny that scored because he's more happy than Wes, so it's a funny moment.
The next game that you've picked out was from this season, quite early on in the season, against Tottenham Hotspur. A huge game, wasn't it, against a side that you knew probably at the end of the season you'd be close to in the league standings. So it was a very, very important win. And you got a very vital goal in that game, didn't you? Because you made it 1-1.
Yeah. It was another big game at home, a game that we start losing, a game that we come back and we won the game at the end. No, still some minutes to go. James, but I could help with the goal. Again, I had my mom there and my girlfriend, so it was good to have their support and score for both. And it's a special moment for me.
You're making a good habit of... Oh, go on.
Yeah, it's a good thing to score and win and to have the 3 points.
Yeah, I was saying you're making a good habit of scoring when you've got your family watching you.
Yeah, and then the next game, Newcastle, I scored again. And I had my mom there again. So she have to come more often. Yeah,
she needs to come to every single game, Ricardo. The last game that we've picked out, or that you've picked out, and is one that pretty much every single player has picked themselves, because it was such an incredible evening on the South Coast against Southampton, and the weather wasn't good. So did you ever have an idea when you arrived at the stadium that evening that you could do something as special as you did?
No, as special as we did, no. I think we were confident, we were in a good moment. We knew we wanted to win and we would do anything to win. But I speak about myself, I was not expecting 9-0. And then the mentality of the team, scoring 1, 2, 3 and keep going, keep working. And with all respect from Southampton, we keep going and doing our best. And it was like the perfect game for us and a very special game that it doesn't happen every day.
Was there a moment on the pitch that evening where you thought to yourself and you thought as a group that everything was going right, everything was perfect, and then did you get a sense that you can really go on here?
Yeah, of course. Things were going well. We were playing well. We were counter-pressing very well. They didn't have the chance to counter or to have the ball. And then you start to score 1, 2, 3, and you feel it's not even the half-time when we are winning. Like, at the half-time, I think it was 5. So you see the 4th goal, 5th goal, and you think you can do something that never happened before. And then you keep going, and of course you are very close, so you already won the game, but we knew we could do even better and keep working to do the second half the same as the first. So that's what we did, and I think it was a special game and everyone was happy, and that's a game to keep in memory for sure.